the famous Woody Allen. How are you today, Mr. Woody Allen?
I'm doing marvelous. How are you, Tyra?
I'm good. I'm really good. Okay, Woody, let's start from the beginning.
The beginning. Well, let's see the beginning. Well, like most people, I was born in the Bronx of New York City, my city, on a Sunday evening on December 1st, 1935.
Well, I understand you had a very unpleasant childhood. Could you tell us more about that?
Well, yes. Well, let's just say that from the time that I was in my crib until now, I've just constantly felt unwanted. I was just, and then nothing has convinced me otherwise, you know. And my childhood basically consisted of amateur babysitters and constant spankings from my mother. Yes, she was a very strict parent. My father, though, my father was a kind man. He showed more affection than my mother ever did.
Would you consider that a hardship in your life?
Yes, you know, I'd have to say that. Sorry.
It's okay. You just let it out. Let it out. That's what we do on the Tyra show.
I mean, it definitely didn't make my life any easier, you know, if that's what you're asking. But yes, I'd have to say that a constant reminder that I wasn't wanted was quite an obstacle that I had to overcome, and it made me go through a lot of suicidal periods, suicidal thoughts, and rebellious times during my school year. Of course, constantly getting in trouble. I was never a very good child in school, you know, just never really doing my work or anything. And another obstacle that I'd have to say I'd go through was a huge sex scandal that I was involved in 1992. What had happened was my girlfriend of some sorts, Mia Farlow, she found nude pictures that I had taken of her 21-year-old adopted daughter, Suni.
That is bad. That is so bad. Oh, snap.
Even though it was a very hard time and it did cause a lot of, you know, gossip tabloids, you know, rumors about town. It did lead to the breakup of me and Mia Farlow, but it did ended up in a marriage with me and Soon Yi, and we have 2 beautiful children. So I'd have to say that's a plus.
Interesting. And how do you think your childhood affected your life today?
Well, unfortunately, I've developed similar personality traits from my mother. I'm very disciplined when it comes to my daily schedule. So is she. You know, she's very strict. I believe that my childhood also made me very somewhat an unemotional man. You know, I mean, I'm not a rock. You know, I do have emotions, but I'm definitely emotionally tolerant. You know, a lot of people think I'm neurotic, but I'm not. I'm actually quite normal. A lot of the unhappiness that I felt when I was a child influenced my stand-up, and my parents definitely did also. You know, I'm a pessimist. People tell me that I don't give myself the credit that I need, but I don't believe that I'm as great as they tell me I am.
What do you think attracts actors to your work?
Well, I believe that they're attracted to my short attention span, if that makes any sense at all. I mean, I give the actors such freedom to improvise and put their own little touch into the script or bring their ideas into the movie. For example, we could be shooting a screen and we'll only do 1 take because after that I'm done. I don't want to do that anymore.
Okay, Woody. Explain to us what type of work you do, and how do you think it's influenced the work you see today?
Well, you know, I direct, I act, I write, I play the clarinet. You know, I dabble my way into a lot of things, you know, just things that I enjoy. I don't believe at all that I've influenced anyone to my knowledge. You know, I know a lot of people say that my romantic comedy, Annie Hall, has influenced a plethora of today's romantic comedy, you know, the play on boy likes girl sort of thing. And see it. A lot of my movies are comedies, you know, and a lot of people enjoy them. I've heard people say that they're unique and they have their own little, you know, Woody Allen touch to them, but I mean, that makes them amazing. I mean, I have a very unique sense of humor, you know, and I guess that my technique has influenced others to push the boundaries of comedy and you know, and just do their own thing, which I influence a lot.
Well, Woody, I consider you a very big influence in the movie business. We have a clip here of your work. Here, let's show that clip right now.
In 1942, I had already discovered women.
He kissed me!
That's the second time this month. Step up here.
What did I do?
Step up here.
What did I do?
You should be ashamed of yourself. Why? I was just expressing a healthy sexual curiosity. 60-year-old boys don't have girls on their minds. I did.
For God's sake, Abby, even Freud speaks of a latency period.
Well, I never had a latency period. I can't help it. Why couldn't you have been more like Donald? Now there was a model boy.
Tell the folks where you are today, Donald. I run a profitable dress company.
Wow, what a clip. That was so good. Okay. Well, Woody, it was a pleasure having you. We had so much fun, didn't we, Woody?
Yes, it was very fun. Thank you, Tyra.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well, that's all the time we had today. See you next time on the